Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 16th episode of the Defiance Central Podcast. As usual, I'm Jenbuu, and with me today, well, with me as always, is Matt and Kalbuir, or Kalbuir and Matt, whichever way you want to go.
I know which way I want to go. Hello, everyone. Kalbuir is first.
Hi. I think I just got insulted like 2 times.
2 times?
2 times.
Well, not by me.
His insults hurt twice.
Burr.
Because I'm just that good at it.
Luckily, there's a burn center near me, so.
Right. First of all, guys, thank you very much for those who are still listening to the podcast. I want to send out a big thank you to all you. Without you guys listening, we wouldn't probably be doing this. So
Wait.
What?
There are actually people listening to this?
Yeah, there'll probably be people listening to this.
Fuck.
Wait, we have a podcast?
Yes, we do. Right. Although, I do want to say sorry to you guys as well, because work has been kicking our asses recently and we haven't been able to put enough stuff into this as we would have liked. I know myself, like everybody knows, I started a new job as Defiance launched, and it's been kicking my ass. And Cal, you've recently started a new one, haven't you?
I've been forced to go back to work.
Yes, he's been forced to go back to work, so you make it sound so bad.
Well, it is pretty bad.
Yes.
No, but work isn't bad, but yeah, I would have preferred to do it different. But hey, I'm here.
Yes, so unfortunately, with everything that's happened and with everything that's going on, it's been a bit slow, I would say, over the past 3-4 weeks. So I do apologise. We will try to endeavour to get things going again.
I don't have an excuse, by the way. I'm just here.
Yes, you're just a
I guess you could say school ended, so I had exams, but aside from that, no, I'm just here.
So, and yes, we have another thing. Matt, what is going on with the podcast?
So
Why
apparently,
are people having trouble?
I don't know. I just did something right now that I'm working on trying to fix it. So basically, for whatever reason, episode 14 and 15 of the podcast on iTunes, iTunes isn't letting you download them. I don't know why. I am aware of the problem. Were
they removed due to my excessive language?
No, it's not that. Like, everything looks fine on the back end. Plus, they would submit email if they got taken down. But I'm working on it. I don't know what the problem is yet. I'm trying something new as we speak, so yeah.
Okay, so please, guys, stay with us. If you're having trouble, then head over to the YouTube channel. We normally always upload it there as well.
So if you still want to directly download it, that we post a link to the MP3 file in all of our articles.
So yes, keep an eye out, and hopefully we will get it sorted soon. Anyway, what's been going on?
Stuff.
Yes.
I want to say zombies, but then it's too soon, right?
Too soon. We'll leave that till a little bit later on.
Aliens.
Aliens. Yes, lots of aliens and lots of stuff falling from the sky. But we have had everything pretty much happen on the would you say marketing side of the game at the moment, with the free weekend on Steam, which, when was that? Was that last weekend or the weekend before?
That was last weekend.
That was the one where we didn't do a podcast last week because the show didn't air.
Is that why?
That is why we as we said earlier, with work and everything, we decided, I decided and told Cal, and Matt, as usual, you failed to get the memo.
He attempted to tell me. I just didn't know, so I assumed we were just not doing one.
We decided to drop it because there was no show, and while there is still a lot to talk about the game, we do like talking about the show as well. So we took a week off, and now we're a little bit late because the show airs tomorrow.
Here's today.
Someone better today. Not be dying again.
Today?
Well, when this goes up, it'll be look.
Oh, yes. I've got to think like that. No, but anyway, free weekend.
Hang on. If you're thinking like that, then it's not last weekend, because tomorrow when people will listen to this, it will be last weekend. So this weekend was not free weekend, but the weekend before that was free weekend. So it's actually 2 weekends ago when you hear this. Am I still making sense?
I am.
Shut up.
No, but anyway, Steam held a free weekend for the PC, which I think went off all right. There was a fair few players that I saw around, a few more. I haven't actually looked to see how, if anything, the sale went, because it had a 30% off, didn't it?
Yes, I think. What do you guys think of these Steam sales in general? Because they seem to like mingle with like a discount and then like a chance to play the game. And about every weekend they do a new game. I mean, it was Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Defiance,
they have a daily deal, which is usually pretty good, but they also, a lot of times they'll have these weekend deals, which, for instance, right now, Central the 3rd is free for the weekend. I think it actually ended like 2 hours ago, but it was free. They do that a lot, and I actually like it. My wallet doesn't.
Yeah, it works, right?
Yeah, I think
it works.
I've bought a fair few games off having a free weekend. Some I haven't even played on the free weekend. I've just gone and bought them.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. And then we have the summer sale coming up.
Don't tell me that.
Oh no. No, my bank account cannot handle a summer sale. Steam, don't do this to me.
Well, hopefully it'll. I'm not sure when they did it last year. I know
June. It was around Res, I think, so around June, the end of this month.
Yeah, it's the end of the month. Oh dear, we're all
So-
gonna die.
We'll see what happens then.
And
No.
not zombies.
But with the free weekends as well, we've had bonus XP weekends, which I quite like. It gets people playing again. And I don't know. I was quite behind. I still am quite behind Carl and Mad Dog and everybody like that. But it's nice to see that they do think about people and how they haven't had that much time to play and stuff like that. So I quite like that idea.
Yeah, a lot of MMOs do. Well, I mean, usually it's just double XP, but bonus XP weekends.
Well, if you look at it, Defiance has done a lot already for the like limited time there is. We've had a free weekend. We had double experience. We've been given like bonus to loot and XP for what 2 times already or something like
And
that.
it's only been 2 months.
The bonus to loot and stuff like that was thank you for.
Yeah, but you can say that, but I mean.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised.
We still have it.
Yeah, I was surprised when Defiance came up as the free weekend game.
Oh, I was.
Oh, yeah, so was I. That was
because when you've got that and you've got stuff like Civs and Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is what's it? They release every November, don't they?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they do.
And it's what's the name? It's surprise. It did surprise me. Didn't particularly. I don't want to make this sound really bad, but it didn't particularly shock me either.
I'm not going to talk about Call of Duty.
Well,
not about Call of Duty. I mean Defiance.
I think I'm almost certain that Defiance is the first paid MMO to have a free weekend on Steam.
I mean, how did you interpret it? And did you think like, well, it's already free, or why would you be shocked?
Well, I mean, it's a game you have to buy.
No, I was surprised that it had gone up on for free.
That soon after release?
Yeah, that soon after release.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that got me, but also the fact that it is an MMO.
And when I say I wasn't shocked, was the fact that I know it's had its rough patches, and I know they want to try and increase the player base.
I don't know though. With the show and like the dynamic that creates, and especially like the real hype with the show and then the game. I think there are a lot of people who might want to try the game, but
I see what you're saying.
Don't necessarily want to pay for it because they might not know if it will run on their PC, or they're not a real gamer. These type of promotions do really get those people involved, and especially with the first DLC coming up. I don't know. I wasn't really shocked. I thought it was a really smart idea, actually. On the other hand, though, I do think that a lot of people will interpret it as, well, they're doing so bad that there's already a free weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is the case at all, but that is how certain people are going to interpret it.
Well, another thing, you talk about people that aren't necessarily, like gamers that this would pull in, but they really only marketed this. I mean, it seems like the people that would have seen this are primarily gamers. I mean,
Everyone on Steam.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everyone, well, okay, people that are looking at the Steam store, people that are looking at the website, people that are looking at their Facebook, a lot of these people, the average TV viewer isn't going to be looking at all of these things that frequently.
Well, that is another thing that surprises me, though. Why aren't there like gigantic, freaking big banners during Defiance about buy this game?
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed as well, is that
It's like really modest. Like, oh guys, we also have a game.
There's also a game.
Why?
You can play it.
No, but I mean, there's no like vision. Like, guys, you can explore the universe behind the games. You can see the story beyond it. The crossovers are never mentioned. Even like, it really like surprises me.
It'll be nice to see how they do the current episode crossover.
See how they market it.
Yeah, no, well, see how they market it. See where the show says that it's origins from. For those I know, we'll be talking about. Well, yeah, let's finish this up,
and then we'll get into.
And then we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Because we do have quite a bit to talk on about that, don't we?
I think to point out about the advertising during the show, they wouldn't be paying for that either, because it's sci-fi.
Well, they would be paying for that.
They would be paying for it in a sense that they're not making money that they could be making from that ad slot, but they're not paying any extra for that ad slot because it's Sci-Fi is the broadcasting network.
It's hard to know though how both Sci-Fi have never openly said how exactly they benefit from each other. Although I can speculate that both of them benefited from each other's products.
Yeah.
Beyond just marketing and opening up different markets. But I mean, we will never know that. But
no.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Sci-Fi is from NBC, right? Or ABC? Is it? Well, a big
I think it's NBC. I'm not certain.
Yes, and I believe that company is also involved with Tryon. So I think there's definitely market commercials would be.
There's definitely strategies behind it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, it's a complicated relationship between the game company and this television network.
Yeah.
Which is in turn owned by another television network.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, I actually forgot when I said that I had forgotten that it was owned, that Sci-Fi was owned. For some reason, I thought that Sci-Fi was an independent company, which really isn't true for anything aside from like NBC and CBS and ABC.
Right. Apart from marketing things alike, they've also pulled out replay weeks like we spoke about last time. Now, the current one's finished, which was the one with Nolan and ERISA when you first meet them. And that's finished. And during Friday's live stream, they were talking about how they're going to be looking at opening up the next stage. There isn't quite a date for it. I think he was saying in July, maybe, would be the next one. And that would then also do the next stage and also have the Nolan and ERISA one there to replay as well.
What is really interesting though is as the game goes on, there will be so much opportunity to have these like replay weekends reoccur, because essentially you're building up more content that you can keep scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that, and you're going to need to do that when the show isn't airing.
Yeah, you're going to have something to do that mid-season.
I don't even want to think about the show not airing. I mean, 1 week was long enough.
Yeah, and there was different things for why it come. It was basically, oh crap, what's the day over in America?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, just the entire TV industry stops that week.
Apparently they did. Okay, I didn't know that until this year.
Okay, Matt, let me ask you, what the hell do Americans look at on TV that week? Because I just know that all my favorite series are just not there that week. What is going on with your country?
On TV specifically, we mainly just watch reality shows and complain that there aren't any new drama episodes airing this week. I mean, it's Memorial Day, but it's not even Memorial Day. It's the night. But for Sci-Fi it is. I'm also thinking about Game of Thrones didn't air that Sunday night.
No.
But that one I found particularly
really
interesting because that was Sunday night, and that's not even Memorial Day yet.
Let's not talk about that episode, Jenbuu. Spoilers.
That episode.
Spoilers.
That episode.
I cried.
Honestly, I don't see why we have to not air new episodes because there's obviously people working at the broadcast.
What I don't understand is why don't we have like a series that just lost the entire year, so we'd never have to stop watching.
That would cost so much money. Oh my god.
Right, we digress again. We do like talking about the show, like I did say. But these replay weekends, there's going to be added rewards from what I gathered. If you'd already played it, they're going to give you an incentive to play it again, do it again. So that's going to be cool.
Well, I don't mind doing them again. Most of them are pretty cool.
I really do like him.
Actually, for example, with the Ren story, I actually wanted to do it again, but I couldn't. So that's good.
Although, how are they going to be able to do how are they going to incentivize you to do the Find the Recorder ones again?
Which one are that?
Well, you know the ones where you just have to find, like the pre-episode missions.
Find the data recorders?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they're going to do that because there's,
Were you going to find the data recorders again?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can move them.
They can do that, but they could also just lengthen the audio clips by 3 seconds if they still have extra footage somewhere.
Yeah.
If they had planned for it, that would be pretty interesting.
That's a great way to... It's like, go back. Apparently someone has tampered with the recorder and now there is more information to be gotten from it.
that actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
I don't see that happening, but that would be pretty interesting.
No, as well as all this stuff that's happened, was it this week? This week a patch happened? Last week? No. Yeah, this week.
6
days ago.
Technically last week because it's
technically. Yeah. Patch 1.021 came out. Now, after the 1.020 patch, this did its what would you call it? A cleanup patch? It's not a hot fix. It's a cleanup patch.
Just a
polish patch.
Polish
polish.
Patch,
there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Now, in it, there was some problems with perks not remaining in their proper slots after you've loaded in or out of a game. Now, they technically fixed that until the next day where until it launched, and then nothing actually stuck. So they released a hotfix the next day, and I think that's working now. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is actually properly working now. So kudos to that.
Well, if it's not, I'm sure we'll get a hotfix.
I know there was a hell of a lot of people that were getting really annoyed that the perks were finishing. Not finishing. Were unequipping at the most inappropriate moments.
It's so annoying when you are in the middle of a PvP match and every time you need to fix your loadout. It's just frustrating. It's not game breaking, but it is frustrating as well.
It encourages different combinations, like trying out new ways.
No, it encourages rage.
Yeah, it really does. How's Freyard doing, by the way? Is that doing well?
Yeah, that's doing well. The Freyard has been working fine since launch. I have no idea.
I've had no problems.
It's good.
I don't think.
I don't think we could take it being taken offline again.
I'm just making sure that as we speak this, people aren't going, what? Freyard is bugged. like I was saying, I haven't had a lot of time to play this week, so
No. The Freyr is fine.
Freyr is fine. Good.
Good.
That's what I like to hear. Now, it fixed a few other things. There was some invisible mobs, I can't remember which one. A shotgun mutant that was invisible around the world, and he's made visible. I thought that was fantastic that made that into the patch notes.
That's a ninja bug, man. It's a ninja zombie.
Zombie. Oh,
Yeah, zombie.
Right. And it also fixed some of the shield regeneration. Well, I wouldn't say it's fixed. It's probably nerfed it in people's eyes, but there was probably a way to make your shields instantly regenerate, and that's been fixed. So a lot of people will probably be crying that that's been fixed, but working as intended, it was not. Like the shotguns. Right. The big thing that got released this week for the game, I have to say, is the plagues. Now, if you don't know what the plagues are, go watch the trailer. We refreshed ourselves with the trailer before, and it was what's the name? I liked it in a sense. Zombies, yeah. But I also got a very much Resident Evil vibe out of it.
The thing is, I like the new content. I don't think zombies is a super bad idea for Defiance. There's just an overload of zombies in the gaming industries.
Well,
which just...
I'm going to put it here.
There's just a really bad aftertaste whenever
I'm just going to put it down here. They're not technically zombies. They're just really badly infected.
Shut up, they're zombies.
And zombies are not infected.
Zombies are dead, then alive.
All right, okay, look. Hold on.
Let me educate you on the zombie lore here.
Here we go.
Dear Lord.
I was going to make this
I was
simpler.
expecting to be interrupted. I'm
okay,
sorry.
no, I'm interrupting now.
Yeah,
okay, Left 4 Dead, do you consider those zombies?
Oh,
yes or no? Answer honestly. Do you consider the zombies in Left 4 Dead to be zombies?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, those are all labeled as infected in the game. You're wrong. Boom.
Headshots.
I got owned. All right.
No, but okay. My reasoning is, I mean, this started when, like, what is it? Star Wars Galaxies brought the zombie patch, and then DC, which was refreshing, and then Left 4 Dead, War C.
Did it start with Galaxies? I don't remember that one.
Star Wars Galaxies had zombies after the Restless effect. It was terrible.
Ooh,
but
I'm glad I missed that one.
Boost NGE was terrible, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
It's just a personal bad aftertaste whenever a game implements zombies in a patch. And, I mean, for Defiance, it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of science going on. There's a lot of debris flying around.
Well, they've already brought into the show about...
And I mean, essentially, mutants were zombies, in my eyes, until this happened.
Yeah.
So... in that regard, in Defiance, I don't mind it at all. But it's just whenever a game says,
also,
zombies.
it's not like that's not the main point. That's not like the game's not based on the zombies.
Yes.
No.
It was a thing that was added later, and it probably won't stay around that long. So.
No, because we're going to find a cure, like the thing says.
Can we maybe strike a deal and get that big awesome guy with the hat back as a zombie for a few months?
I wish we could.
It's just sad.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for about 5 minutes.
I'd rather to see a certain king die twice than
Sucat God, no! Don't even no.
No, guys, that was not a spoiler unless you make it really obvious now.
No, I'm just saying that was worse than this. I don't care what you say.
Like I said, I cried.
Sean Bean, no, you died everything. Okay.
Right, so
oh fuck.
Right, we're gonna come over. Right, random gaming podcast maybe sometime soon, but come on. Right.
Can we add TV series to that?
See, yeah, we'll probably add that as well. Anything.
It's going to be a comedy podcast. It's not going to be a gaming podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you're not that funny.
Oh, just shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up on a podcast. How good of a phrase is that? No, anyway. Plagues, right?
Yeah.
Bad things happen.
Well, it's a plague.
Yeah, it's a plague. We need to find the cure for it. But as well, they added all the episodic pursuits in, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff that's come in over the past week and a bit in regards to that. The sieges are live, like we were saying, from 1.020. I still haven't played one.
I didn't expect them to hit so soon, because I was expecting, like, I don't know, a week before the DLC or something like that, and all of a sudden, boom, sieges.
I assumed they would be coming with the DLC.
Right, but the thing is, these sieges are linked to the episode missions as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
So that is a nice way of doing it. While the show had a week off, because they would have known it was coming, they set this up.
I do wonder, though, if that means that it coincides with the initial timeline for the first DLC, if they didn't have so many issues to squash.
Yeah.
I wonder, are the only sieges that are in right now are related to the plague? Yeah.
Yes.
So that means that the sieges.
There's 4 sieges. Right. There are 4 sieges, and they don't spawn all the time. Their spawning times are very well. Right. Matt said on the live stream that they all should be within an hour of each other. Not an hour each other. They should all end up coming up once per hour.
Okay.
Just to make it a little bit more interesting than all the artfuls hitting all the time.
Just as a clarification, though, Jenbuu means the real Matt, not our Matt.
Yeah, that confuses me every time you say that.
Right, Sledgehammer. Okay, Sledgehammer said.
It's like, I didn't say that.
Now, these stuff is where you get the better loot. For those who don't know, on your map, the artful show up as red. Now, the sieges show up as a teal-like colour, and they're smaller circles. Now, that's where you want to go. Now, they come in, like, what is it, far and few between, I think the phrase is. So, there's 4 different types. There's 4 different types that you need to do for the pursuit. It gets you some ego points, I believe. The main one that you want to get for... They've released a new vehicle. Well, not a new vehicle. It's a reskinned dune buggy, but it's a medic dune buggy. Now, it looks absolutely sweet. If you haven't seen it, you just go into the game, have a look at the pursuits, because there's a live 360 view of it, and it looks sweet.
Isn't this where you promised that it will be on the screen now, and Matt is like, oh shit, that's going to cost me an hour?
An hour?
It should only take him like 2 minutes.
Does it take me an hour to put an image in a video? I hope not.
So guys, it's going to be in now.
Okay, I got this.
Sticky note.
Okay, we're good.
Right. No, it looks absolutely sweet, and when you when you do the 360 of it, it looks kind of cool. There are quite a few in game, I think now. Sledgehammer was saying he'd only seen a few, but I think I've driven past a few, and that's on the EU side. So it looks they look sweet. They drive, by the looks of it, sweet as well. Pretty much like the actual dune buggy. So we'll go from there. The only other things from the pursuit, fucking hell, I can't even say it properly now.
Are you on painkillers yet? By the way?
I am on painkillers.
Okay.
Pursuits is some more data recorders, which started the whole thing, because Erin did some field hospitals when the plague started spreading, and you could see them around Mount Tam. Where was it? Mount Tam, Top Notch. I think there was one of the. Oh shit! What's her name?
Damp? Rusters and Clone?
No. The Castertons place. I forget her name.
Shundi's.
Yeah, Shundi's place. There was one there as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do on this, and if you haven't done it, pop in. You can still get all the data recorders, as far as I know, and all the stuff is there. There's more emergencies with all this to be able to get the buggy and stuff like that. So it's quite fun. from what I've seen, from what I've done. I haven't done a siege yet, which I'm really upset about because I just haven't had time to play recently. Right. Next, we're gonna get to that bit where everybody that we all like to speak about, and that's the TV show. Now, it's been a hell of a week for, TV show and TV shows in general, as we were talking. Such and such happened in such and such a show, which Kalbuir cried like a wuss.
Real men cry. That's all I'm going to say.
Real men wear pink. They don't cry.
I don't wear pink.
I'm wearing pink.
I might cry on occasion too.
No, but this week, yes, it is this week. Last week. We're not going
after
to that.
your weird European schedule, it's last week. It's Sunday. It's a new week.
Anyway, it started with, right. Did anybody think that it was just an actual vision she was having? Or did you actually think it was real-time events?
I thought it was real.
Really? I thought she was actually having a vision.
Are you the beginning, like the very beginning?
The very beginning.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought that was real.
Those were not visions. She was actually seeing what was happening, and that was obvious when she actually arrived.
Yeah, I know that, but I was really just hoping that it might have been a vision or something.
Well, of course, because they don't want to see the big guy die.
No. Right, the first bit of this episode, right, for one of it, what was this episode called, Matt?
Oh, shit.
I do this all the time.
No, I looked at it. It was something about the sky. Something about the sky.
Shit. I know. Go.
No. Goodbye, blue sky. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Why do I put myself through this? Anyway. Right, this one was Goodbye Blue Sky, and basically it starts off with the Erathians driving through the Badlands with a storm fast approaching. Now, this is actually it didn't start like that, did it? It started off with a view from outer space with an arc piece hitting some asteroids and then all the arc falls coming down, didn't it?
Yes.
Right. Now, then it switched to the Erathians, where it found out what they called it Razor Rain.
Yeah, Razor Rain.
Pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's a good name, but it's hella devastating.
Well, okay, I'm skipping ahead a bit, but what is up with the idiots standing in the street saying Razor Rain?
That was random as shit. What the hell was going on there?
Yeah, no, but I was seriously.
I was like, who is that?
No, but in such a character-driven show, there's suddenly a guy you've never seen before, dressed in like a garbage can, standing in the middle of the street of Defiance, shouting like, "I'm gonna thank you guys" or so. I don't even know what he said, but it was pretty obvious.
I just seen him wearing a tin hat.
He had a tin hat.
You're not gonna take me alive.
Tin hat and like some padding. It didn't even cover his neck.
All I could think of was conspiracy theory nut. That was all I could think of.
It's not real. They just want us inside. He's dead. He's dead now.
No. Right. No. But the big guy dies. What's his name?
Yeah, Sucat. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how Sucat.
Is there any chance that he's not dead? Because he's kind of in coma.
He's technically not dead. His body's repaired.
But, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, why wouldn't they just really let him die if there's no hope? I don't want to see him go. I mean...
I really enjoyed his character.
Kill off, Jenbuu, Julie Panzers. Oh,
no!
Shit, I went there. Shit.
Do not even go there.
I could cheat and tell you that he's dead. I just looked at the season credits.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that next season something can happen.
Yeah, something could happen, I guess. Because they never... Well, I assumed they were going to, like, boil him, but he was still breathing. He was still... Clearly, he was still alive. I thought he was going to open his eyes at the end. You could see, like, you could see his eye a little bit.
I fear that it's the end, but him and Tommy were just awesome.
Well, Tommy's still alive.
Tommy's not dead.
Well, for now, I mean, I think ERISA will rip him a new one, but okay.
Nope, not making a joke. Not making a joke.
No, right. Basically, the whole start of the show was where ERISA was having a vision that Sucat was in trouble. He'd been hit by a piece of razor rain in the neck, and he was slowly dying or slowly bleeding out. And she wanted to get there. I think she wanted to get there before it happened.
Yeah, she thought that what she saw was like a vision of the future, but apparently it was happening as she saw it, which is interesting.
Yeah. And
Now,
it was interesting that he saw her as well.
Yeah, that's what the weird bit was.
what do you guys think about the entire, like, I wouldn't say seer, but prophecy, superhuman, religion type angle of the show at the moment?
What are they calling it? I can't remember what they've called her.
One of the chosen ones, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Jenbuu, I know that you do. I know Kalbuir doesn't. Did you watch the preview of what was to come?
I watched. It was
they
second half, wasn't it?
They stuck it right at the end of the episode, and I saw some crazy stuff.
Yeah. There was a really good thing for the next half of the series, because technically are we halfway through the series?
I think we're over already because we're at 8, right?
I've still got the damn IMDb page open. Hold on.
Or the 7th?
There's 13 episodes. That was technically episode 8 because the first one's credited as 2 episodes.
But it wouldn't be the first time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So supposedly we has 5 episodes left. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was weird how things went around, because one of my favorite bits from this episode was with Alec Tar.
Oh, of course it was.
Up in the tower.
Of course.
No,
talking about the bath ritual.
I think Kalbuir knew exactly what went through my mind when he said that.
You guys.
That conversation was going in a different direction in my head.
It was awesome. What was that thing that they posted on Facebook after that first episode with the group bath?
Oh, just hugging my mom.
Nothing to see here. Something like that.
Yeah. They keep posting. I love that they keep posting those funny things.
Yeah, but in this episode they were talking about how
the bath ritual.
Yeah, the bath ritual where they're all there naked for 20 minutes. No, they're not naked. They wear beads or something like that.
They wear beads, yes.
Yeah, for 20 minutes, and it's a ritual, and how she didn't want to do it, and she was like, "Well, you tell her. I'm not pissing off my dad."
Yeah.
There was just a few bits of character progressions, and what was that bit at the start? What song was it that she wanted?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know what song.
Yeah, it was like, shut up and play it.
Yeah, she hung up.
Yeah, did you just hang up on the mayor? Yeah.
Yeah, I hung up on the mayor.
Did he play the song though?
I don't think so.
I don't know if he ever. Well, I mean, some stuff happened. May have distracted him, like steel falling from the. It's not steel. Metal falling from the. Debris falling from the sky.
Third time lucky. No, when Nolan was calling back and it's like patch you through and stuff like that. How did that thing survive? I mean, I know there was the talk there. Yeah, the arch. I know that Jamie Murray's character and my mind's gone blank. I need one.
I don't know if there's a technical reason why it survived. I think they just said that because, hey, apparently I don't have a clue. But I don't think there's a scientific reason as to why it survived. I think it's just lucky. It's like a lucky arch. It's a big old lucky arch.
Are we talking about why the arch survived the razor rain, or why it survived terraforming in the first place?
She pointed out that the what's her name? Oh shit, I don't remember her name. Daytek's wife. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Stammer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She was concerned about
Can you? No,
No.
Alec.
Jesus Christ, this one's going off without a hitch,
Yeah,
ain't it?
she was concerned
Wow,
about,
you guys.
she was concerned about Alec being in the arch while the razor rain was happening.
There was just...
Sorry,
yeah.
someone said so. She was concerned about Alec being in the arch while the razor rain was happening, but Kenya pointed out that the arch survived through the terraform,
survived,
so there shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Now,
Well, I mean, essentially, it's like soft, small metallic debris. I mean, if you can survive it with like improvised chain armor, then
I don't think
Well,
that guy would have survived.
you're saying that, but look at what happened to the buildings and everything
Yeah,
like that.
there
There was
was-
a
yeah,
few...
but
There are
that
large
is
chunks
stone
as
and
well.
wood, though.
yeah,
You-
I suppose.
What? Wait, what would you say?
That was stone and wood.
Yeah, but still, that piece of... No. If something were to directly hit the arch, I don't think it would survive it. Because it's an arch, for one thing. It's not exactly the most stable structure on the planet. I mean, if the wind blew hard enough, I'm sure the thing would tip over. It's a joke, obviously, but if something were to hit like one of the legs and just happen to push the thing off balance, the other leg isn't going to hold it up.
Yeah,
That's not how
that
physics
I
works.
agree with.
Are we talking just in the series or in the actual building itself as well?
Both.
Because you guys need to get some better engineers over there.
It's an arch. It's meant to look pretty. It serves no practical function except for apparently a radio station in Defiance.
How expensive would it be to like get a radio station going there, like for real?
Probably not that much. I mean, if you put an antenna on top of it, it's not like there's anything blocking it. Just get some DJ equipment and stick an antenna on top of it, and bam, radio station.
Defiance Radio.
I mean, you can already go up there, as we learned in the last episode. There is an elevator.
Right, we're actually missing the major point here of what's happened.
Yeah, he dies.
He dies, yes. Sucat dies, and they go to do a what do they call it? It's a boiling ceremony or something like that, isn't
Sinking
it?
ceremony.
Sinking ceremony. Yeah. And basically, it looks like a giant bath of sulfuric acid.
I think it is.
Yeah. Now they drop his belongings in with him, and then put his wrapped body in there as well.
Yep.
And something slightly weird happens.
He doesn't die, or he's not dead. Apparently, he walks out here. He gets out of the sulfuric acid, which I thought was kind of interesting. I knew something had to be up when he wasn't melting. Or it didn't even look like he was in any kind of pain.
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe he's just a BA like that, but no.
He's a boss.
I want to go back a little bit. What unsettled me a little bit was the fact that they're basically doing it with all earth material, like the cloth they wear is just wool and stuff like that. I had expected it to be a little bit more alien like that.
Well, I guess they work with what they got.
It brings the question if how similar was their world to ours?
Oh, it was probably pretty similar if they've adapted to, survive like this that quickly. I mean, they speak English.
Ish.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been that different.
Yeah, I guess.
And
it would have been the same kind of environment.
And with the terraforming, that kind of added some other elements to Earth.
Yeah, that's true as well.
So.
Right, yeah, so he survives and then goes on what seems to be a Holy Crusade kind of thing, doesn't it?
There we go. I was looking for a good phrase and you just came up with one, the Holy Crusade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. To Iskar? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
To get to Iskar, and he drags Jesus.
ERISA
with him.
Really, Matt?
This is my favorite character in the series. I can't remember her name. ERISA. Yeah, I can't remember names today.
Played by Matt.
I don't know. I don't. Stephanie Leonidas. Yes.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I don't know how. I think it's probably because her last name's Leonidas. That's probably why.
No, but yeah, he tools up. He then Izu, that's the name of the god.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, he grabs guns and heads to Defiance, and then nearly kills a few people.
Well, the first thing he does when they get there, he goes to this little, I guess, store. He goes behind a shop. He like kicks down a fence, and he tells Erisa to grab all the cable that she can. And the owner of the shop comes in and says, hey, stop! You're stealing my stuff. And then
with a shotgun to his
he points his shotgun at him it apparently had a slug in it because there was only one entry wound. Look, I remember this. And he shoots Sucat. Nothing obviously, there's a bullet wound now, but it heals instantaneously.
Yeah.
And then Sucat proceeds to. I can't remember if he hit him or if he shot him.
Did he throw a knife? It was a knife.
A knife. That's what it was. He threw a knife, hits the shop owner, and then I believe the shop owner's son.
Yeah, comes there and
Erisa, tries to, Erisa tells her son to hold pressure on the wound. She prevents Sucat from injuring the kid.
Barely,
yeah. Much like me being able to talk. Yeah, and then that's pretty much the end of that sequence. So essentially, he went there to get as much cable as he possibly could.
At that point, though, I pretty much was like, well, he's gone crazy.
Yeah, I was like, he's batshit crazy.
He is sure he's not a friendly guy, but he's also not a guy that like
will go off the rails like that.
For that, like, so yeah.
Well, maybe he would, but Erisa, after the beginning of the series, he changed a little bit.
Yeah, it did seem that Erisa did.
Urzu. Yeah. IRZU. I'm watching the episode as we speak.
She did put a little bit of a rein on him, didn't she? Calmed him down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now
he would have probably killed the kid if she wasn't there.
Yeah, probably just would have killed everybody.
Yeah, he probably would.
Now there are a few different little things going on at the moment, isn't there? At that time, I've forgotten when Nolan is at this point. Where is he?
Nolan is currently.
Nolan first went to with Erisa, then he got sent off for that sinking ritual.
Yeah.
Then he went back to Defiance to prepare the town, I think. To warn the town.
Yes, he warned the town. On his way back to Defiance, he called Alec.
Yeah, and patched him through to the radio, didn't he?
Yep, he patched himself through to the radio. Well, I say patched through. He held the phone up to the microphone. And
easy way.
And then Nolan proceeded to warn everybody. And then I assume after that we don't really see him, but I'm guessing he's helping the town prepare for the rain.
Right. Also, at this point, Stammer has gone to visit Kenya. For a very interesting conversation.
Yes.
Basically, she wants him to shag Alec.
Yep, him to shag Alec, yes. Kenya is a man.
Best wedding present ever.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. She wants Kenya to have sexual relations with Alec. That way Alec is somewhat educated in human sexuality when he gets married.
Gspot, that was
was an interesting thing to bring up. Reminded me that this is a TV-14 show, which apparently I'm reminded of every episode now. This show's legit. Anyway.
It was basically, yes, how do you know about what this Gspot is? It's like, well, we just know. And it's like, yeah, what were they saying that they need to talk about having sex?
Stamma said that after the wedding, the bedding ceremony happened, that sorry, throwback to another show, that she would want Wraith's daughter to have positive things to say about the betting to Wraith, and then Kenya proceeded to laugh because humans don't really talk about that kind of thing to each other, especially the parents.
Yeah, they and then she got all defensive, didn't she?
Yeah.
Saying that she insulted.
I think that is putting it lightly. I think she was pretty pissed.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
About how girls don't want to speak to their dads about having sex and all that sort of stuff, and then Stammer was like, "Well, you've insulted me now. I'm going to leave," and she's like, "No, don't do that."
Oh, and then Kenya persuades her to stay, and then she buys her a drink, and that's where that scene ends.
There's also, along this point, there's
Another
stuff going on at the Macaulay House, isn't there?
Yep.
Macaulay?
Yeah, Macaulay. Wraith Macaulay.
Okay.
That's so far really my least favorite plot of the entire series.
Yeah, it's
it's going to be a huge focal point.
Yeah, but that's why it's so... I don't know, maybe that's why I wanted to just hurry the hell along, but the entire I feel guilty about killing someone thing is just... I don't know.
It's not as interesting as the other things happening, because it's more of a natural... It's a thing that we wouldn't only see in a sci-fi show.
Yeah, I think that is much to do with it as well.
Yeah, the exact same thing can happen in any other drama.
And the old mayor aunt thingy is just she's just evil, annoying,
She's
backstabbing.
playing with them, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's so confident. I don't really get it. I mean, she loses her guy and Birch.
Yeah,
and,
Birch gets killed. Yeah.
I mean,
and she's
the way I see it,
like
she's alone unless there's like something missing. But
I'm assuming there's something we don't know yet.
Yeah, I guess so. But she's just playing it as if she doesn't give a hell that they know that she's up to something, and
I won't Wraith to kill her. I won't Wraith to kill her.
At least her true colors have come out now.
Speaking
after
of raid and killing, though, there's something there.
Yeah, there's got something happen with the mother.
Oh, with the mother, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the third time that got hinted at, and this time it was really obvious. So there really has to be something there. Either he killed her to put her out of her misery, or maybe she...
Well, I don't think we have to jump to conclusions and say that Wraith killed her, but the Macaulay children definitely don't know what really happened to their mother, but Wraith and the old mayor, I don't even remember her name at this point.
Well, what other reason would there to be like that weird about it?
Why do we know what the children think happened to the mom? All we know is that the mom's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything's been hinted as of
I mean,
yet.
it could be something as simple as she died in childbirth, and they don't know that, and the Wraith doesn't want his kids to feel guilty for it.
Yeah, but then she wouldn't hint at, say something like, well, basic. I'd have to look back to be honest, but sure. But I think she implied something like, well, you are a killer.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's something there.
There is, but no, I love the way how she tricked him. Just.
What she does is she points out to Wraith that she's found blood on the pillow, which I knew was BS because that's not where Birch got killed. Birch didn't get killed upstairs. So she makes Wraith think that it's Birch's blood on the pillow, but in reality she just cut her finger and put a little bit of blood on the pillow. So she tricks Wraith into admitting that Birch was indeed killed at the Macaulay house, but
and that
Wraith,
he did it.
Yeah, Wraith tries to take the credit for it. But then she goes on to say that Wraith wouldn't have openly admitted to killing Birch if he himself had done it. So he's obviously protecting, unless he was protecting the family. So it's pretty clear that he's protecting the family. So she can pretty much figure out that what's his name killed Birch. I really got to learn these names.
I've forgotten as well. I want to say Clinton.
I should just keep this damn page open.
Really. Do you know when you're at that point where you've spoken about something so much and then your brain just frazzles out on names like it has been doing all night?
You have
Quentin.
Quentin. Yeah, there we go.
And then stuff like that happens. It's like, son of a bitch. For those who don't know, I've hurt my back, so I'm on tremendous painkillers at the moment. So it is kind of all squiffy at the moment. No. Right. Yeah, so she tricks him, and then there's going to be something in the next episode going along and all this. And I just want her to sort off. You know, she's going to be working for a bigger company or something like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing it leads back to either the Old Republic or New York or something like that.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to all come together at some point.
Well, there was a lot of things hinted at in the preview of the upcoming episodes, and all I can really say is it gets crazy.
Right. Now, this, I wanted to say about this earlier. Now, this is the reason why I think the dude was in the middle of the street saying, come on to the Razor Rain. And that was basically to get Tommy out to save him, then get injured.
Yeah, but...
Huh?
What? No,
Right.
no. Remember, because Tommy ran out and saved the guy.
Yeah,
but...
he saved him, but there was a small explosion near him.
Yeah, and Tommy got... I guess that would make a lot more sense than just the random guy in the street.
So he wanted to hurt Tommy?
No.
Yeah.
No. It was the program's way of setting up another scene in the future. There's a crazy dude, somebody saves him, gets... there's a reason why he's out there, which is the reason why he got hit by the Razor Rain, thus needing to go see Doc Yule.
Yeah, but he could be saving little children or something like that, or baby hellbugs.
But
not a crazy man in the street with a garbage can on his head.
Right, basically, once the Razor Rain finishes, Amanda and Nolan are walking down the street, and they meet Tommy, who then collapses. And basically, he's been hit by a fragment of Razor Rain in his side, and they have to go see Doc Yule. And when they get to Doc Yule, they find completely KO'd on the floor.
Yeah. Well,
and then proceeds to get up and
she injects herself with something. I'm assuming it's
about the Doc. I had hoped we would see her a lot more since she had such a big role in the pilot.
Well,
what for you guys?
She's the Doc, so we're gonna see her.
Well, this is one of the things. If you haven't watched it, Into the Badlands this week, or last week, or after the show aired,
episode 7.
Yeah, Greg had an interview with the actress who plays Doc Yule, and she was saying how she had different role models and stuff like that, and how he asked her who did she look at, and she turned around and said there was stuff like one of the main characters from Fringe. And from Bones as well, how to be socially inept sort of thing, and how they said that she was the character is going to be someone who's had I don't know, a bad past, who did things from a past, which we've already figured out from the last episode,
Brothers in Arms.
But it's what's the name? It's a nice way. How I think in the second part of the series it's going to come out. It's got to.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, she then Tommy really takes a dive for the worst sort of thing, and basically Sucat turned up and stole some of her medical equipment, which is art tech.
Arkbrain specifically is what he took, which allows her to communicate with her medical equipment, which is something I found interesting.
She's kind of cool, which is I'm hoping to see more of that in the future, because I think that would just be cool.
Anyway, after that, I'm pretty sure we cut back to the Arch. Or basically, Nolan asks what's Tommy's chances, and she says not good unless his luck changes. And then Nolan gets on top and CPR starts happening, that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty sure that was the best transition I can do there, because I'm pretty sure it just cuts to the Arch.
Yeah.
So cut to the Arch. Sucat and ERISA barge in on...
No, well, the main transition bit is they they find out that there's a signal going up from the arch.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Because of what this piece of Arkbrain does.
Yeah.
Now, basically, it's speaking to a piece of debris in the arc belt around the planet, and the propulsion starts.
That was not how I understood it, though.
There were
in the debris that hit Suga were nanites, and the nanites were part of
no.
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
We're getting there.
Yeah. No, but basically, she had a sensor on the thing, and she was trying to speak to the piece of tech or something that got nicked, and basically there was a signal going up from the radio tower that got amplified by the aerial, and it was speaking to the pieces of debris in the arc belt.
Yeah, and
then it showed it got activated, which is why Nolan then went to the antenna, to the arch.
No, that's not how it happened, but that's very close. Basically, she opens her little laptop thingamajig. I don't know what you call it, but basically she finds a piece of a ship that is it's an arcfall that's going to be happening soon. And they deduce that with the Arkbrain and with the other things that Sucar stole, he would be able to send a signal to that piece of debris, which happens to have an engine on it, and then make that activate the engine, making the debris hit Defiance. That's what they think is going to happen. So, and she also says, well, no, that couldn't happen. There's no way to get a big enough signal. Then they say, oh, well, what if he goes to the St. Louis Arch and sends a signal from there, because they have, radio equipment and whatnot. So they're like, and she says, yeah, that's definitely a possibility if he does it from the Arch. So Nolan rushes to the Arch, and at this point we cut to the Arch and we see Sucar and Erisa bust in. They get Alec and Christy out of the Arch, which I thought was kind of interesting. Sucar says, get out, and Alec's like, no, and then Erisa says, unless you want to get hurt, get out. So they leave. Anyway, so he starts setting up, and then we see Nolan barge in, still thinking that, Sucar wants to essentially blow up Defiance with the piece of arc debris. There's a brawl between Nolan and Sucar, and finally Sucar pins Nolan to the ground and tells Erisa to tie Nolan up, which she starts doing. There's a little bit of conflict there. And then Nolan headbutts Erisa. I think he headbutts her, or he may punch her, to get her off of him. Then he gets himself untied, and it all comes down to Nolan shooting Sucar 4 or 5 times.
Many times.
Yeah, 5 or 6 times in the chest. And then he falls out of the arch, which there is a major safety hazard. I don't think Alec and Christy should be up there with a freaking hole in the arch, even if it just got planks on it. That is some crazy crap. So he falls off, and he doesn't fall all the way to the ground. There's this piece hanging from the arch.
It looks like a bloody window cleaner.
That's just exactly what it looks like. I'm assuming they used it to get the radio equipment up there. Oh my god, the chances of him landing on that are TV series level. Anyway.
Back off there.
And how did they get him off? I didn't see any method to raise it. Anyway, of course there had to be some method. Anyway. He's fallen down there, and then Erisa starts, getting emotionally conflicted. Nolan, and she threatens to activate the engine. Nolan points a gun at her.
So bad, father and daughter scenario there.
Connection was lost. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. And then Erisa flips the switch, which activates the engines, and the piece of arc debris doesn't actually hit Defiance because of the fact that it was already on a course to Defiance. But because she activated the engines, they knock it off course, and it flies right past Defiance. So essentially, Sucar at this point, they found out, was actually trying to save Defiance, not destroy it. So Nolan shot him for nothing.
There's like one thing that I found really interesting is that he says something like he had faith and so do I.
Yeah. Because at that point it's a Holy Crusade.
Yeah.
But it turns out it wasn't a Holy Crusade.
No.
So again we have like the question, is Erisa just plain nuts, or is she actually like what everyone kinda always said she was?
We're gonna find out in the season based on the preview, I can tell you that much. Like I said, Crazy stuff.
What gets me though, right, how many times does he get shot?
Well, nanites, man.
Yeah, no, he gets shot 4 or 5 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He got shot with the shotgun, which had so much more damage than that pistol.
The shotgun, it was a slug, so it took a chunk out of him, but it also hit him in his right shoulder. Unless their physiology is majorly different than humans, I don't think there's really anything important in their right shoulder.
Yeah, but I mean...
Think about it like this then. If he gets shot in one place, no matter how big the hole, the nanites can all go to that place. By the way, we should point out, he was never actually on a Holy Crusade, but the piece that hit him and killed him had nanites in it. And the nanites were from that piece of arc salvage, so the nanites knew that Defiance was in jeopardy. So the nanites controlled him and got him to knock the piece off course. Yeah, I'm not sure why the nanites saved Defiance. Do we know that?
Well, I think he would just be part of their programming.
Okay,
save people. Part of programming.
Okay. So anyway, back to the point. If all the nanites are in one place working on something, versus there being 5 or 6 places for them to have to work on, maybe they have to.
No, I don't think it's that complicated. The nanites repaired him for a function. Not because they wanted him to live.
Good point.
But for him to save Defiance. So he was shoved out of the window, shot down. The nanites probably were repairing him. But during that time, the space debris was already gone. At that point, primary function was completed. No need to repair the vessel.
Yeah,
that is
true.
That's a good point. So they were repairing him after he hit that little piece, but when ERISA flipped the switch, they were like, "Oh, okay, everybody's safe," so they just stopped.
Yeah.
So he was actually being repaired, just not.
Also, it is worth noting that the nanites are still in the system. Please come back.
Nanites no die. Nanites save life.
Oh man. Right. Yeah. So that was basically it, really, wasn't it?
Oh, there was also.
I think we missed some sex there.
Yeah. Okay. We missed some. Yeah.
We missed some sex, and it's a dirty little secret. It is, isn't it?
You have to say it like that. That makes it weird.
Well, it is. They said it basically. Right.
Yeah.
For those who don't know,
it's different.
Kenya and Stammer got it on. They got it on.
You are way too excited.
I'm sorry. They're both hot.
Yeah, but not really.
Right. Anyway, they probably had a little far too much to drink, kind of thing. And
HBO can't see that kind of stuff.
No. Yeah. Basically, Kenya was like to Stammer, when was the last time you did something for yourself and relaxed and
poetry thing.
Yeah, it says she did poetry, and it's like, oh, tell me something. It's like, oh, I can't remember. It's been so long. It's like, and then they somehow just go to the bedroom.
Yeah, I think it's one of the last scenes is you see them in bed together. It is the last scene, actually. You see them in bed together.
Yeah.
And they start making out and whatnot. Something I want to point out, though, is there's a picture up on the Defiance Facebook page right now, and it's them two in bed, and they keep posting these funny images. This one happens to say, "Try before you buy." And I saw that before I watched the episode, so I was like, "Oh, when's that happening?" So through the entire episode, I'm waiting. Like, what leads to that? And I was like, okay.
Well, there's this one thing you guys don't know yet, but the season final is Data killing them both in the end.
Oh, there is some conflict with Datac upcoming based on the preview.
Oh yes.
There was so much crap in that little preview video.
Yeah, fisticuffs ensue.
Yeah, the rest of the season is going to be very interesting. Very interesting, Jesus.
Oh, I do like the one they posted on the Facebook. Well, it'll be yesterday now. Dad put your best friend in a coma.
Tough Starco. I didn't really like that one. I like the other ones better. Air goes in, lies come out with a picture of the old mayor. That one's whatever.
June 5th, pretty fly for
a white guy. Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the stuff that people can't see. No, that pretty much sums it up. There's if you haven't seen the what's to come kind of thing, please watch it because it's I don't say if you don't want spoilers, don't watch it.
Yeah.
If you like me, who just watched it for the heck of it because he's a douchebag and doesn't turn it off, then go ahead and watch.
Normally I try not to watch them, but this one just kind of, for whatever reason, it's so quick. Everything was happening so fast. I was like, what?
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
That, and it wasn't just from the next episode though. They were.
I would think. I would hope it was.
Maybe
If all that crap
we
happens
should do that.
in the next episode.
Maybe we should do that as well. Maybe we should end the podcast with, like, stay tuned for sound bites of the next episode.
And then do silence.
Then do something like Matt, you suck.
Oh no, so much work would happen for that. Because then we would have to. No, that wouldn't work. Because then we would have to record the podcast before this podcast, which wouldn't make any sense because we're recording episode 17 before we record episode 16.
I'm okay. Fine.
It's all very confusing. This isn't Arrested Development. We can't just do that.
Right. Well, I think that's it for this week. It has been a weird and funky show.
Yeah.
I mean, a bit weird and funky. We will endeavour to get this out more on a regular basis again.
We were doing fine for a little while there.
Yes, we were. We were doing fine for however long the show. Well, for 6 weeks.
About 6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. And then they took a mid-season break.
And that screwed us up.
Yes, a lot. And so did work and stuff like that. So thank you very much for listening, guys. Matt, where can you find us?
You can find, see if I can remember. You can find us at defiance-central.com, twitter.com/defiancecentral, facebook.com/community. It is community.defiancecentral. Facebook has a new interface, so it's kind of confusing. Yeah, community.defiancecentral. You can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/defiancecentraltv. Also, our personal accounts, twitter.com/Jenbuu3D, twitter.com/defiancecal, twitter.com/Matt Treck. Also, we have our own YouTube things. You can find those linked on the Defiance Central TV YouTube page, and also Kalbuir streams, so go to kalbuir.com. And
I don't think we can stop yet.
Why not?
We have not bashed a major company or...
We've been good this week.
Hold on, I can think. NCSoft, their stocks are crappy. They canceled my favorite MMO, so we can just trash on them for a little bit.
And that ended. That's that done.
I'm still sore about City of Heroes. I'm sorry.
Right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll probably be recording the next one a couple of days after the show, maybe. Yeah. So it's going to be quick succession this week for this one and the next one. So thank you very much for putting up with us again. And I've been Jenbuu, and this has been Matt and Matt and Robin and Matt, or whatever.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care.